Winding like a fountain, moving every mountain. Great Jehovah, the architect. Hey guys. Alpha and Omega, holy way maker. Hey KH. Hey Humble Pirate. Skilled One, nice to see you. Hey guys. Happy Saturday. Hey Landa. Nice to see you. Good morning, guys. Or afternoon. It's afternoon. It's 1:30. Hey. Hey guys. I just figured I'd hop on. We'll take a look at what's going on because I know happy Sunday. I said Saturday. I've been sick and still sick, right? Hey guys. So I don't even know what day or time it is right now. Nice to see you guys. Thanks for coming in. Guys, if you would share out the live, that would be awesome. Hey, Joy, are we in a bear market now, BB? I don't know, right? Let me lower this music for a second. I don't know. I will say, right, Death Cross brought us down today. We were looking for this. We did this all week. Woo on a Sunday. Hey, Joey. I think that we are in a bear trend. Fear and greed is ridiculous right now, right? I think we're at 10 this morning. Now we're at 18. There's a very good chance that we have some lower prices to go to. However, I think we could come up and sweep some higher pricing. It just depends on if we can get up above resistance right now, right? We've slipped at 94. We're trying to hold on to it. The Bears and Bulls are, guys, thank you so much for the tapping. I'm Chelsea, I'm the Bullish Babe. I'm just going to go over the charts today. I don't usually do Sunday or Saturday, but I know that it's dumping and people are fearful, so I wanted to jump on. Hey, Salty Dog, good morning, or good afternoon. I'm going to keep saying good morning because I don't even know what time it is. Eric, hey. Andrew, nice to see you. Guys, thank you for the heart knees. Again, we're just going to kind of go over the charts a little bit. You guys want to see some alts? I'm happy to do them. We're going to take a look at Bitcoin first. This is going to be a short stream. I just wanted to jump on and kind of show you guys what I was looking at for today. Obviously, we dumped, and this is what we've been talking about all week, guys. Hey, Adrian, nice to see you. Guys, thank you so much for sharing the live. Please do share it out. I can't share it out. I don't know how to do it from the new studio. So if you guys can do that, that would be awesome. Tapping the screen is always appreciated here. And if you send me a heart knee, we cooked, babe. I don't know, right? We talked about this all week, right? 94 was our level. We slipped that. We go to, 88, 85, 80, right? And so that's what we're looking at right now. Let's see what happens here, guys. Okay. What are we looking at? Guys, let's take a look at Bitcoin. I'm going to go right into it. Thanks for being in here. This is a sporadic live. I don't usually do these on the weekends, but I know that a lot of people are looking at the market and very fearful. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Are we cooked? What are we looking at? So guys, this is Bitcoin. We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to take a look at it on the hourly. We're having like a little bit of a pop up, right? We got back up over 94. We're at 94,595. Bitcoin dominance and USDT chart. Yeah, we can take a look at that. BTCD, we'll take a look at that as well. Guys, 76 people in here. Thank you so much for being in here. I'm Chelsea, I'm the Bullish Babe. If you don't follow me, please do click on my photo. Follow me directly from the live. Otherwise, you will get a lot of copycats. And I do not have any paid groups. So if anyone asks you to get into a paid group or DMs you first, that is not me. All right, guys, let's take a look at Bitcoin, right? Let's take a look at what happened here. I'm going to expand my chart so that you guys can see it a little bit better. All right. So, guys, this is the line we're fighting with, right? Bulls and bears. We are fighting tooth and nail for this line right now. Now, look at what we've done. We've now come up here. The live is lagging. Skis is going to cut his beard off if it... Yeah, I know. I saw that. I don't know Skis. Personally, I've never met him or even on a live. But I do really appreciate his TA. And to be honest, I think it could go either way, right? We lose 91, it's going lower. Yeah, guys, 91.8 is my level, right? You guys have seen, let me just show you this on Bitcoin on the monthly, which is why I'm saying 91.8 or 91.5. Here we go. Here's Bitcoin. Which chart it's on. Here we go. This is why we're saying 91K, guys. This is why 91K is my big level. It's because of the monthly. Okay, we lose splendid setup for the truly feral candles, beach ball to the Mariana Trench. Wow, BB on a Sunday fun day. I know. Hey, Memphis Mike, nice to see you. All right, guys, look at this is why I'm saying 91. I've been saying this for, I don't even know. I feel like I'm out of breath saying it. I've been saying it for probably a month now, and it's this. We are in this rising wedge. Guys, thank you so much for the gifts. Most of my gifts get donated. Thank you so much for sending the gifts. I really appreciate it. The market is so scary. Where are the bulls at? The bulls are fighting, and that's the problem here. The bulls are fighting, but there's not enough power. So right here, guys, this is why I'm saying that I think we are gonna, if we drop this level, actually, it's really 91. We drop 91. We're right. We drop 91. We're going here, right? This is the target if we drop 91, and this is why we're in a rising wedge monthly. We've been respecting this. If we respect this and we keep on pounding at this bottom trend line here, this is where if we lose it, we're in some trouble, right? And the reason why we're in some trouble, respecting this patterns repeat until if this bull flag, which is what, right? This was a bull flag, dipped into the SMA, pumped up. Bull flag, dumped into SMA, pumped up. Bull flag. This isn't a bull flag, and it is just a rollover. Now, head and shoulders inside of the rising wedge. Unfortunately, we can't chart manipulation. Paul, we still can to some degree, right? Doesn't mean that we'll always be right. Again, I am not always right. Definitely going to 80K. There's a ton of liquidity to be taken by the market there. Hi, RI. Nice to see you. Yes, there is. CME gap at 91,660. There is. And that's another reason why if we drop that level, very good chance we're coming lower. Okay. This is the on Bitcoin. We now, we're in a rising wedge, but we now have a head and shoulders forming here. We lose this level at 91K. Chance we're coming to 64K. Now that is going to take a very long time. This is a monthly chart, guys. So go around saying like Bullish Babe said that we're going to 64K tomorrow. We're not. However, there's a very good chance that would be our target, which lines up with one of the all-time highs from last cycle, right? So this is where we could go to. Now, bounce off of this level, I will expect us to go to the top of the pattern, and the top of the pattern would be somewhere around 135, depending on where we hit. And this is where we're going to see, right? We have to watch for bullish indicators. We're almost there, guys. We hit 90K. We slipped this. I'll check again at 47,770. Thanks. B Rose, what's up? Nice to see you. Happy Sunday, everyone. B, want to join me on the slide down to 85K? Listen, I'll join you on the slide down to 80 because 80 is my target right now until we slip that 80 and then we're going lower, right? Hey, guys, give Caveman Fantasy and B Rose a follow. Great creators I respect and love. So let's take a look at Bitcoin on the hourly now, okay? How's everyone feeling today? We're feeling a little skeptical, a little uncertain. So we're at 94.73 now, guys. Let's take a look at what's happening here and what may happen the rest of the day. I'm going to pull up a different chart. Here we go. Okay. So right here, guys, this is a diagonal line. This is where we're having trouble. Look at all of this action around this diagonal trend line. And this is where you feel great. Hey, Grim, nice to see you. This is where you know that you've drawn a trend line right? When we draw a trend line and price action tends to stick to the trend line, and look at coming down here, we hit it. This is how you know that you've drawn a trend line correctly, right? I'm sick, unrelated to crypto. Yeah, I'm sick too, Web3. Den, you've been right all along. Thank you, Den. You know what? I'm not right all the time at all. Money Talk, the data across the board is signaling bear territory. Yeah, Money Talks, guys, give Money Talks a follow as well. Great information, a lot of technical information about the market. Please give her a follow. Feeling like I didn't save enough for the coming crypto sale. Yeah, guys. So Den, thank you. I appreciate that. What I will say is we can be wrong, right? And do I know Kelvin Hill? No, I don't. I've heard that he's been saying the same kind of things. But guys, now what's happening is this. Okay, the hourly. This is the hour on BTC, guys. The hourly is trying to pop us up. a lot of the time what this pop-up does when we are in a bear trend, we're falling, is this is a little trick that I learned. I think it was from Crypto Lifer. I'll give credit where credit is due, which is this. When price action gets too far away from the SMA or the moving average, on the hourly, sometimes when it gets far away, it likes to just pop price action up to actually touch the smooth moving average or the simple average and then come back down. Skis is going to shave his beard if the candle closes below 95K. There may be a chance of that today. He may want to get his clippers ready. Hey, casino player. I am not a casino player, Thomas. All right, so we come up to here and we pop up and we hit these moving averages, which is exactly what we did, and we wicked up on the hourly. Be it, guys. Even though the hourly looks like it wants to turn around, look at it. We're getting a money flip on the hourly. RSIs are turned down. RSI 12 and 24 are have some length in between them, and that usually means there's no big move coming. Not only are we not turned up, we are also lagging to the downside on the RSI on all of them, and the 6 is not looking like it wants to push through the 12 and the 24, which you guys know is my really, you are a casino player. I don't know, Thomas. I don't think anyone in here would agree with that. I'm a very disciplined trader when I do trade, and I'm always looking at both sides, right? But you can believe what you want. It's all good. So anyway, sorry, the chat. Everyone has been proven wrong and wrong again for the bulls. Yeah, guys, we've been looking at this downside for a really long time. If you've been in here, you've been following me, you know that we've been looking at this downside. I've been looking at 94K for a very long time, and 91K is my ultimate level. Actually, it was 91.8 until I just looked at it, and it is 90K. Okay. So now what are we doing? We're forming a bear flag. So I will show my more the bull scenario, and the bull scenario is not getting us up over key resistance, popping us up. Bull scenario is this is in inverse cat ears. Okay. This is one ear of the cat. This is the head, and this is the second ear of the cat. If for some reason we come up here and this is actually charted on a different time, it doesn't line up exactly, but this ultimate level is 75K. Maybe you've been calling it right for a long, long time. Thank you, Casey Cattle. The reason why I've been calling it right is because I'm looking at the monthly. When you look at the monthly and a trend repeats itself over and over again, until that trend doesn't repeat itself, I know that we go to the top of the pattern, we hit the top of the pattern, we come to the bottom of the pattern, which is exactly what we did on the monthly rising wedge. And that's why it looks like we are going lower, right? If we drop that 91K, we're going lower. I see a crazy roller coaster. Yeah, I mean, that's what this has been, right? So this is the more, this is the case to the upside, guys. We've got an inverse cat ears right here. This is here. This is a little head. This is the second ear. If we do make our way, if this continues to fill this wick right here, which it doesn't look like it's going, if we want to roll over, if this continues to finish this wick, the 1 hour gets over the SMA, opens candles decisively over the SMA, and we, the monthly looks like great buying opportunities. It does. And we make our way up to this level right here at 96,703. There is a good chance we may get a pop up here. That pop up would be this. It would only be the length of the trend line, bottom of the head here. You drag this to the supposed breakout, and this is where we would break up to at 97,970. Okay, so that is the bullish case here, right? Bearish case is this. This right here is a bull flag, right? Here we go. Guys, thank you so much for the follows. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. I do this every weekday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. However, we are in a little bear trend right here and we're dumping. So I figured I'd pop on here for a little bit. Thank you for the heart me. Guys, thank you. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you. Chart patterns are meaningless without volume. We have volume though. That's the thing, Juicy Juice, right? We have volume. The volume is to the downside right now. And you can tell that from, we're going to go down through the time frames, but you can tell that on the lower time frames on the RSI and on the stochastics. YouTube channel is pretty awesome also. Yeah, Memphis Mike, I'm going to be on YouTube. I've had a hard time getting my stream key from TikTok, and I don't want to leave my TikTok audience. And so I do have YouTube. It's filled with all of my shorts right now. There's not a lot of this up there, so you have to come here to follow me right now. Otherwise, you can go to YouTube probably in about a week once I get my stream key. It's going to need a major drop to reset everything bigger, and then we know that's my analysis, says NK. Can you go to the XRP chart? Yeah, we broke 94 right now. Yeah, we did. Guys, they're going to keep on playing with 94. It's a level that we've talked about in here for a very long time. And so they're going to keep on playing with this level. We have a bear flag now forming on the 1 hour. This bear flag is right here. Right? You measure from wick to wick, which is here. The pole. Here's the flag. We're already breaking down from it right now. You drag this to the breakout. Are we going to 48K? 94 is done. 94 may not be done. We're going to pop around here for a little bit, which is why I just showed you the bullish case of the inverse cat ears. If we do pop up over that resistance, then we have a chance to pop up a little bit more. Mortgage Magician, nice to see you. Thank you so much. Guys, so this bear flag right here, we're already breaking down from it. The target right here is 92,889. This is on the 1 hour for Bitcoin. I think we're headed to 68K by mid 2026. Yeah, I have 64K. And that my mother told me I'm beautiful. Yes, Owen, we know. Hey Jamie, nice to see you. Good afternoon. All right, guys. So this bear flag looks like it wants to take you to 92,857. And that's just the bear flag on the hourly. We do have a money flip here, right? We do have a money flip. Like we want to pick up a little bit. Could that cat ears play out to the upside? Could, right? To watch this. Love you. Thank you, AP. I appreciate you. I thought you'd like that. What's up? Hey, Owen. So guys, this is what this looks like. Now, if we come down here, very good chance to keep on bleeding down, right? If we up here, this would not only mean an inverse cat ears, but we're also at a double bottom. If we fade the bottom right here and this bear flag breaks down like it's supposed to, very, very good chance that we're going to continue. What does Bitcoin bearish momentum mean for altcoins? It means down too. We're going to check BTC dominance in just a second. How are you trading on the weekends if the stock market is closed? Nash, you can trade crypto anytime. Okay, this is Bitcoin. I trade all through the weekends. So guys, this is what this looks like for BTC. I'm just going to hop down to a lower time frame. Let's see what's going on the 15-minute. I'm curious about LCX when you get a chance. I can take a look at LCX. I'm not going to be here for a super long time today. I just wanted to jump in. We can do ZEC too. That's probably all I can do today. Guys, thank you for the follows. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. I do this every weekday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you want to jump in with us, please do. I do have a YouTube channel. It's not up and running yet because I don't have a stream key from TikTok. So I'm waiting. All right, guys, 15 minutes on Bitcoin. If I didn't know better and I didn't see what the higher time frames look like, this looks like a cup and handle here, right? Or that it's trying some kind of a double bottom. However, look at the Stokes. They're high. RSI 6 wants to push through the 12 and the 24. What cryptos do you hold long term? Quite a few. It'd be a long list. How low is it going to go before it stops? We got to see, right? Drops to 91. Very good chance we are going much lower. 90. If it drops 91, my next targets are 88, 85, and 80. And I'll show you guys those targets in just a little bit and why those targets are there. So this looks like a cup and handle. However, Stokes are looking like they want to roll over. This is on the 15, guys. Let's take a look at the 7. Sometimes when we're in a dumping phase like this, the lower time frames will tell us what we're actually going to do. And they're going to tell us when we're going to stop dumping, right? Sometimes you can see a double bottom on a 1 minute, and that is the thing that actually stops the dumpage from happening, okay? So right now, on the 7 is trying to pick up a little bit. We are, look at 93,910, right? We are continually playing with this. They want to pop us up, but are the bulls heavy enough? I don't think so. That's not a cup and handle, Hendo. It's not a cup and handle anymore because it's broken, right? That's why I said if I didn't know better and didn't see the higher time frames, then I would think that would have been a cup and handle on a lower time frame. However, the cup and handle is broken now. It's gone past the point where it should be a cup and handle. Doesn't mean that I can't break out and doesn't mean that I won't double bottom here. If we start Ewing out, that would mean to me that we're making a double bottom. I'll save everyone some time back under 20 soon. I don't know about back under 20K. How did you learn to day trade? I spent an entire year and a half watching other YouTubers and traders, and I broke my cup too, said Hendo. Oh no. And I basically taught myself how to learn my own strategy from other traders that I watch. Hey, Solom, nice to see you. Hey, NK, Adventure Gold, thank you so much for the gifts, guys. Nice to see you. I wasn't looking at the chat. Or the who is in here. So the 7 minute looks like it wants to pop up. Do we have enough power? I don't know. The is getting low, right, guys? So this is where we could make a pop up. We need to see what happens here. 105K tonight. We'll see. again, we're going to take a look at the progression and what we would have to do. Let's take a look at that now, and then I'll go to some alts. All right, so here's Bitcoin. I'm going to take this to the 8 hour, and I'll show you why. The 8 hour, how did you learn? I learned from other traders. I traded paper for an entire year. I never touched any real money for an entire year, and I traded, and I learned how to be disciplined and how to risk manage. And those are the most important things to me, guys. If you're in here for the first time, you guys will know I'm a very well risk managed trader. I'm very disciplined, and I look at both scenarios every single day. You can't trade without doing that. What is Bitcoin doing? Is this a shakeout or a double bottom? We're not sure yet, right? So let's take a look at what's going on here, guys. I'm gonna measure so that we can see this. There we go. Okay. So guys, this is the of what's happened, right? I'm on the 8 hour. The 8 hour is slowly becoming, guys, if I don't see your chat, I don't have a lot of my mods in here, so I'm very sorry. Do I trade live? I will eventually. I do not right now. I feel, see, now we're back up over 94. Thank you so much for the heart, me. I will eventually, and I am going to have some trading classes out. I do trade on a regular basis every day. But before you can learn to trade, guys, you got to learn charting, right? And that's why I'm on here. And so I'm on here to show you guys how to see how the market is moving. Okay. Guys, Bitcoin on the 8 hour, bullish, use the 10 hour. IMO, it's in control. Yeah. The 8 hour is close, and look at what's happening here, but I can take a look at the 12 hour. You made a mess of that chart. Guys, I always make a mess of my chart. If this is the first time you're in here, that is one of the things you will have to deal with. And the reason why is I find support and resistance lines and use my diagonal trend lines as my targets, right? And if I remove them, even if I remove them in the live, you guys will not be able to see where, as your charting is a thing of beauty. I understand everything you're doing. I doubt it, Endo. Move them. I'm actually less good to all of you. So here we go. And you'll see why, right? Look at symmetrical triangle. We charted this. We charted this down move. Look at this trend line now, guys. This is why trend line is so important to me. And the trend line is so important to me because look at what is here. This is on the, look at shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside, right? Use this trend line decisively, which we're fighting against right now. 94. We lose this measurement that we have. You measure from the top of the head to the bottom of the trend line. Now, guys, I know a lot of you who are in here for the first time, you're going to say that's not a head and shoulders. The head needs to be higher than the two shoulders, and the shoulders need to be at length. One of the traders that I learned from said, even if something is wonky or slanted, you treat it like the same pattern that you would treat it like the same pattern that you would treat a perfectly placed pattern. And I will say 85 to 90% of the time, BTC likes your trend lines. It does like my trend lines, right? And that's why, right? And so even if it is a wonky pattern and it has the same buildup of a perfectly placed pattern, 85 to 90% of the time, it will still break out like that pattern. You are going to say that to me. It's okay. I get it. I know you were taught differently, but for me, the people in this live have seen this happen over and over again with my slanted or not so perfect patterns. Okay. So I'm going to keep doing it, and I'm sorry if it irks you. So here we go. Nothing in this market is perfect. No, it's not. How do you think Wall Street does it? I don't know. Right, guys. So the top of the to the bottom of the pattern, look at this clean trend line right here, guys, right? This is, I haven't seen anyone else do this. I'm sure other people have it, but look, touch, 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 all in the 8 hour and on the day. Okay. So if you take this right here, you drag this, suppose the breakout right here, that's where we get 80K, guys. Okay. Is this profitable long-term? Because I'm just trading with my strategy, but want to understand better. I am profitable long-term. However, I am very risk managed. My main concern is to protect my capital. If I can't protect my capital, then you can't trade another day. Okay. Every trader has unique with their own methods. Absolutely. Better off with the trend line and channel than boxes. Yeah. Guys, again, I will say, if you're in here for the first time, this is how I trade. However, I will say I use very limited indicators, right? You can trade simply, just like you can trade with a million indicators, a million lines on your chart, the Fibonacci. I don't use all of those things, and you guys will not see me do that. I use the RSMFI, the Stokes. Thank you so much for the heart me. The RSI, I use the RSI underscore X3, which is the 6, the 12, and the 24. I use the simple moving average and the smooth moving average, which is on set on a 20 day. And I use the 50 and the 200 moving averages. And that is it. And patterns. Do you see supply and demand on your strategy? No, I don't. I think there's too much manipulation at the moment. Yeah, there is. Okay, guys. So we're fighting with 94K. We dropped this decisively. This is where we're going. 81, 299. Okay. Why not pull it like a falling wedge? That's the one trend line missing. Haha, it is. Yeah. So you guys will know that if you come in here in the mornings, there's a lot of really good traders that are in here, and they'll show me. She has a solid setup. Thanks, Green Hornet. Except for my pickup stick chart, right? But guys, you'll know if you come in here in the morning, there's a lot of really good traders that come in and watch this and are also trading themselves, ones that I respect. Is this too late to enter a short, Kev? Here's the thing. I would enter a short under that line once it opens up candles decisively under the SMA, the smooth moving average, and that trend line. And then I would put, not financial advice, I would put my stop above that trend line and above the 8-hour SMA and smooth moving average. And that would be my indicator for a short if I was going to enter on the 8-hour. Okay. So you guys will see that I don't use a lot of indicators. I use the indicators to validate my thoughts, not the other way around. Okay. But we've already closed under that trend line. We've closed, keep on fighting with it. So I'm still watching that trend line. And so valid setup on the 8. Yeah. The 8-hour is becoming my favorite time frame. So thank you for the heart me. Crypto Cali. Guys, give Crypto Cali a follow. Great creator. Damn girl, you got it down. Thanks, Hendo. I appreciate you. Yeah. So guys, listen, I'm watching this 94, right? 94, are we going to make that inverse cat ears? We're going to see by the end of the stream, right? If we make that, do I know the difference between an indicator or strategy? Yeah, of course. An indicator is something that's on my chart. The strategy is what I use to trade. Okay. So guys, let's head to the 1 hour and see if that 1 hour is popping us up now. And then I'll take a look at some alts. We'll come back to Bitcoin. Okay. Oh, I think he means on TradingView specifically. I don't know. Crypto Cali. Can you just explain? I have no followers, and just by being here, DM'd me. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I know. Guys, there's a lot of copycats. I'm sorry. I am the real bullish baby. If you want to follow me, click on my photo, follow me directly from the live. Otherwise, you will get a bunch of copycats. All right, let's take a look at what's happening on the hourly. Okay. The hourly is trying to pop us up, guys. This would be something that I would look for. If the RSI 6, which is the orange line, pops through the 12 and the 24, looks going to pop through the 12 and the 24, we may get a big move on the hourly. That could pop us up over these moving averages, up over this trend line. It would have to get us up over 95,414. Then we would head to here. So first step in the bullish scenario, which is not bullish, it's just popping us up. Bullish scenario, we get over this trend line, 94,469. We get up to this trend line, 95,414. We get up to this trend line at 96,603. And then here's the target at 98. Okay, guys. What about the 92K CME gap? Yeah, I mean, listen, my target is 91.8, 91.5. So that would make sense for us to go down and fill that. We are struggling here, guys. So let's see what happens. Let's go to some alts and take a look at here. Okay. If BTC breaks 760-day support trend line at 75K bull run over, I think it might be over before that. I would short this market until 250K. I don't know. Let's take a look at, let's take a look at the BTC. So let's take a look at that first. Then I'll go to ETH. Then I'll go to XRP. All right. Let's see. BTC dominance. Where are you? Here. All right. Here's a BTC dominance, guys. What's your wife's name? I would be the wife. I don't know what that means. I have a husband, not a wife. Although it would be okay if I had a wife, but I have a husband. So here we go. So here's a BTC dominance, guys, forming a bull flag. Now, the Stokes are high, but look at the RSI is curving. This tells me this is probably going to break out, right? And the reason why it's probably going to break out is because people are in fear. The fear and greed is at, what, 18, right? That's super low. Above 94. Yep, we're above 94. We keep on playing with it. Bulls want to push us up. We're going to that inverse cat ears target. If we break through those resistance, bears want to push us down, we're going down to the target on the bottom, right? So guys, here's a bull flag right here on the hourly. Here's the flag, here's the pull, here's the flag. Most likely happen, not financial advice, guys, but most likely what happens is this moving averages actually come up to touch the price action, and that's what pushes these bull flags out. Okay, so if this is a bull flag and push out, this is where the dominance would go on the hourly to 59.94. Excuse me for just 1 second. I just need a tissue. Hold on 1 second. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I have like a major cold. So, all right. So this does look like it wants to roll over. Let's check the 30-minute and the 15-minute on the dominance, guys. Yeah, look what's happening, guys. On the dominance right here, this is Bitcoin dominance on the 30-minute. We just checked the 1 hour, and the 1 hour looked like the I believe in you Bitcoin push up, man. Let's go. Let's go. I would like it if it would push up, but I will say, I think it's just going to push up to bearishly retest one of those resistance levels. And then I think we're coming down even further. I don't have enough power to get up. However, might be wrong, right? When will this turn around? I don't know. Nobody knows, guys. That's why I'm trying to give you a little bit of reference into what is happening. Death cross equals buy cross. Usually it does, right? Psych chain. Yeah, nobody knows where this is going, guys. Trying to show you short term, but even I am not correct. Guys, thank you so much. Hey, the Crypto Chick, guys, give Crypto Chick a follow. She is one of the creators that I have been watching since I got into crypto. And she's amazing. Things down so easily and so easy to understand. So please, please, please give her a follow. Isn't fear and greed at 10 the absolute bottom? Yes, it is I think it was at 18 the last time I looked at it. But listen, hey, Snort, nice to see you. I can't say, but the setup looks phenomenal. Hey, I am Ray Todd. Thank you, guys. I am Blockchain Bully has a live tonight with Cosmic Crypto talking about Algorand. Please jump in there. I think it's at 7:30. I am Ray. Can you drop that time in here? Because I'm not possibly sure. So here we go, guys. Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to break out of this bull flag, right? And this bull flag looks like it wants to take us here at 59.94. If it wants to take us here, can you show us some jump style? I don't know what that is. 254 people got in here, guys. Thank you so much. If you don't follow me from the live. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. I do this every morning, weekday morning at 9:15 a.m. But I know a lot of people are scared, and so I jumped in here today. So guys, here we go. Bitcoin dominance looks like it wants to go to 59.94. 1 hour looks like it's high. Thank you so much for the heart. Hey, Dill, good to see you. 1 hour looks like it wants to roll over on the Stokes. However, the 30-minute looks like it's coming down to the bottom. Look at RSI is trying up here, and so are the Stokes curving. Let's take a second to look at the 15-minute. Here's the 15-minute, guys. RSI is still curve up. We are at the bottom. We are lagging on the Stokes. We'll see if this can push up and push out, right? Which coin is this? This is Bitcoin dominance. Did you say we're going to 59? Merlin, 59 on the Bitcoin dominance. I think there's a bull flag here that wants to pop us up and out, and that would make sense. Bitcoin keeps on falling. Bitcoin dominance can rise, right? If people are getting into Bitcoin dominance, if you're in here for the first time, Bullish Babe, check the dominance on the 4-day. Cut it. I will take a look at that, Green Hornet. Yeah, we can take a look at that right now. Guys, Bitcoin dominance just means the market share that Bitcoin is taking out of the whole crypto market, right? And what happens is when people are in fear, they go into safer assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, stable coins, right? And that's where your dominance shoots up, okay? PA is rejecting, leading to a rally. Let's see. Green Hornet, let's take a look. 4-day. Yeah, actually 4-day Green Hornet is where I am. That's one of the time frames that I'm looking at right now. Why? So here we go. So it says, here we go. Check the dominance on the 4-day. Major large candle on the 8th. Talking about this right. Yeah. Yeah. Cut it in half. Yeah, right here. So the 4, it does look like it's rejecting. This is Bitcoin dominance. Cut it in half. PA is rejecting, leading to a rally. Yeah, so I see that. I see the bull flag on the lower time frames, but on the 4-day, definitely like the Stokes look like we want to roll over, right? And this looks like a bear flag. Green Hornet just brought this to my attention, but look at, this is what I've been looking at on the 4-day. Look at, here's a pull, here's the flag. This could really break down for dominant. And we do have to watch this, right? Rally on the alts. Yes, perfect. Yeah. So look at Green Hornet just said this. And guys, this is why you have to watch multiple traders, because exactly what just happened here. I am looking at this on the 4-day. He's using a different strategy to see that this is going to reject and come down on the BTC dominance, right? However, what I'm seeing here is this bear flag. So this is the pull, this is the flag. Yes, we drag it to the supposed breakout, which is here, and this breaks Bitcoin dominance down. Not only that, but look at this head and shoulders right here, guys, right? Shoulder, next stop, 40K likes. Oh, thank you so much, Crypto Chick. Guys, thank you so much for tapping. Green, I appreciate you so much. Thank you for being in here. She's valid, guys. Thank you, Green Hornet. I appreciate you. So guys, look at, so not only this, right? We have this also. We have a shoulder, we have a head, we have a shoulder. This right here breaks down even more. This validates the confluence of maybe the BTC breaking down here, guys, which could give us an, right? So here we go, shoulder. Actually, we should start this here. I know it's not perfect. It's probably on a lower time frame. Shoulder, head, shoulder. Look at this. Here we go, right? That bear flag break. You measure the top of the head to the bottom of the trend line. You drag the supposed breakout. Look at this, guys. This dumps us down, right? This dumps us down under 50 on the Bitcoin dominance, right? So while we're watching Bitcoin dump and the alts dump with it right now, this is telling us there may be a reprieve in here for the Bitcoin dominance. And if the dominance drops, we have something really good that should happen with the alts, right? We should get some kind of a reprieve on the alts. So there's Bitcoin dominance. Green Hornet, thanks for bringing that to my attention. Thanks for being in here, by the way. I don't think I've seen you in here before. I appreciate you. Guys, and look at the Stokes are high. They want to dump, right? The RSI 6 wants to push through the 24. Very good setup for a dumpage, right? I'm already looking forward to the Q1. Altcoin has gone down. Do you think altcoins will? Yes, I do. The Crypto Chick is phenomenal, right? There are really good creators in here, guys. Crypto Chick's in here, Caveman Fantasy, Crypto Cali. Forget who else was in here. If you're in here, drop something in the chat. I'll call you out. All right, guys, there's Bitcoin dominance. So this looks like it could roll over. We need to watch this carefully. Bitcoin getting back up and over that 94.3. Is it going to break out of that inverse cat ears? By the end of the stream, let's take a look, right? Let's take a look at ETH and XRP now. All right, here we go, guys. ETH. Ooh, there's some pickup sticks for you guys. We're going to go to the, here we go. We'll go to the 8-hour on ETH. Actually, let's go to a smaller time frame. Let's see what ETH is doing on the smaller time frame. Look at this pop up, right? In the same as, yeah, look at, so it looks like we want to double on this trend line here for ETH. This is ETH on the 1 hour, guys. Guys, thank you so much for tapping. Crypto Chick, thank you so much for leading the charge. I appreciate you. B-Rose. Oh, B-Rose. B-Rose is in here. Follow B-Rose. He's right there. I forgot. Crypto Cali, 260 people, guys. Thank you so much for all the taps. You guys are getting it out there. I appreciate you. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. Do this every day at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Every weekday. I'm usually not on the weekends, but today is an exception because we are dumping and people are scared and I'm here. And I don't want to leave you guys hanging. So, so this is what, and I can do some other alts as well. Today she got on because she was bored. No, I wasn't bored actually. I was with my family and I'm sick. So I'm sick and I'm here. All right. Guys, ETH wants to make a pop up. We're on the hour for ETH, right? You guys know I am not a one-time frame trader. I don't trade on one time frame, guys. I take all of the time frames. I look at the higher time frames. I chart on the higher time frames and I chart my patterns, and then I go to the lower time frames to see what they're doing. Okay. And to work inside there, that's where you can range trade, right? If you have a falling wedge on a higher time frame, you can actually range trade within that, and you can go from the top to the bottom until it drops out either way, right? That's what range trading is. So this is on the 1 hour, right? We are looking like we want to get a pop. And this so that you guys can see that. My indicator to enter a long this. When we open a 1 hour candle decisively over the SMA, oh, you're welcome, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. When we open a 1 hour candle decisively over the SMA, which is the simple moving average, which is my blue line here, and the smooth moving average, which is the purple. When we open a 1 hour candle decisively over that, that is my indicator for a long. The reason why is this. And in this case, you can open, if it opens a candle above all three, simple, the smooth, and the 200, this would be a well-managed trade. This is not financial advice. This is just how I smooth moving average, but under the closest would be managed trade. And this is why, guys. Guys, thank you so much for tapping the screen. I appreciate you. Hey, Web3 Glossary's in here. Give him a follow. Great, great creator as well. So I would put my my stop loss if I was entering a long open here, and then I'd enter the long, put my stop loss actually below this trend line. So now you can have it below the smooth moving, the simple moving, the closest and the trend line that it is just broken back above, and it's keeping as support, right? So now you can take this and you can ride target. Now, what would my target be here? My target would be this, right? Here we go. So we have a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder here. This is on the for ETH, guys, right? Little tiny shoulder here, or you could use this as the whole shoulder. Shoulder. So the target here would be this, right? Why is there a big dumping? Thanks all guys, 50K likes, let's go. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Let's get to 50K. Thank you guys all for asking for those. I appreciate it. So guys, this is what this would be. Here we go. Shoulder, head, shoulder. This is an inverse head and shoulders. The target would be here. You measure from the top, the lowest part of, which would be here. Pops us up and over would be here. This target coincidentally will get you right to the 50 moving average. The 50 moving average is the orange on my chart. The 200 is the green. The simple is the blue. The moving average is the purple. You get us up and over this trend line right here at 32.49. This is where we're going at 33.83. Okay. Kaylin, what do you think of the market overall? I'm down in ADA by a lot of money. A lot of things are down right now. My thoughts on the market is that we have further down to go before we go up. I believe we're going to get a pop up here, but it's because we've been dumping down, right? When things dump down, guys, a lot of traders put longs on. That pushes us up only to reverse at resistance, right? Now let's see some fibs or some TA. Doing TA right now. I don't use fibs, Ricky. Doesn't mean I don't know how to use them. I just don't use them. It's not something that I use normally on my chart. I'm not buying speculation, but I will say, Ricky, a lot of people that do use fibs with my patterns and my targets, usually my targets will end up right on a fib. I don't know why that is. Clueless woman. Thank you, Eddie. I appreciate it. You obviously haven't been in here before, but I appreciate you guys. I just kill the haters with kindness. I feel like that's the only way to go. So here we go. So guys, if we do pop up here, we get up over the 1 hour SMA for ETH. This is where I think we're headed. First stop, 32.49. Second stop, 33.83. Okay. Bondcoin, thoughts on break of structure? I do, to some degree. You're doing great. Don't listen. I don't. Grim, LOL, yeah, DTA, market soon. Bear market soon. We have had several breaks of structures on several time frames. The major one that I'm looking at is if we break that monthly. The monthly is what I'm looking at for a big move if we hold that 91. Okay. Okay. So guys, look, ETH does want to push up here. Let's check the smaller time frames. We'll do the 15 and the 7, and then I'll go to XRP. We'll take a look at that. Could it be a bull trap? It could. I think that's exactly what it is, actually. In my opinion, I think we're going to pop up here. Everyone's going to think we're going to get back up over the resistance, and I think we're going to slump over and come down. I'll show you my resistance levels at the end of the stream and kind of where we are and where we're going to go on a higher time frame, and we'll see what happens. But my guess is we have resistance above us right now, then unless we get a massive short squeeze that then comes down and bounces off support and bounces off a lot of these levels of support to go back up, my feeling is that we're just slumping over, and this is a bull trap. Do you map out your trades against USDT chart? That's really helpful. I don't. I am a super simple trader. My strength is patterns. And I will tell you that outright. I am not you guys will not see me pull all of the indicators on my chart. That's just not what I do. And I will say, and I've said it in here before, you guys should be learning from multiple traders. I learned from multiple. I took some of their strategy, put it into mine, and found one that works and is profitable. And that's exactly what you guys should be doing too. All right. So 15-minute on ETH, we are high on the Stokes. We want to turn over. Double top right here and M pattern down could, right? But let's see what the 7 is doing. Right? It's a very strong time frame. Facts, crypto and mining companies seems like a weak sector right now. I was reading when Bitcoin reached 100K, they will 10 billion liquidated. Crazy, right? All right. So guys, we do a little bit of room on the 7. How over this looks like this wants to M pattern here. Although I would be really careful if you're trading, be very careful until we lose resistance or gain support decisively, right? Because right now it's just playing with us. We're going back and forth. It's looking like we are really struggling with these levels, right? The bulls and the bears are playing tough until one of them lets go, which is what happened today finally and last night. You have to be really, really careful trading. Guys, ETH we need to get up and over this 32.49. We get up and over that, we have a chance at this level at 33.84. Now resistance level is this, right? Here we go, 1 hour. Here's the next resistance level. You can see them mapped out on my chart. This a long time ago. We've been doing this for probably a couple, I don't know, at least a couple weeks, right? If not months. So we get up and over this. Here's the next level of resistance here at 34.80, right? Most likely you get up and over the 50% mark of a range. You're going to magnet to the closest resistance, right? And this is the closest resistance. If we get up and over here and we get to this target, most likely this resistance is going to pull us in like a magnet. Okay. So if we get to the 33.83, most likely we're going to hit the 34.80. If we get up and above that, here we go, guys. Here's the next resistance, right? 36.64. This is on ETH. Guys, I'm sorry. The chat is going so fast. I can't read all of it. I must be feeling better. Hey guys, Cosmic is in the chat. He's my partner in crime. We do Cosmically Bullish every weekday at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please give him a follow. This is the real one in here. I'm not feeling better, but the market is feeling sick. So I figured I would jump in. Okay, this is ETH, guys, on the 1 hour. So if we get up and over here, we could get up and over the 34.80. We get up and over here, we make it to 36.67. This is our gateway out, guys, on ETH. Okay, this is ETH on the 1 hour. This right here is our gateway out, and this is why, right? And we've seen this a couple of times. I've said this could happen a couple of times. Here it is. This is a W pattern. If this price action right here makes it all the way up to this level, you are getting a massive W pattern that could break us up here. Okay. Measure from the top of the trend line here to the bottom. And you bring this up and bring it to the supposed breakout. Look at where this gets us. I'm really bullish here, guys. If you are in here for the first time, I always give you the bullish and bearish case. This is it. Bullish case on ETH, we make our way up and over here, 32.48 to here, 33.83 to here, 34.84 to here, 36.75. This target is this up here at 41.75. Okay, so this right here is the gateway, my gateway to higher pricing. Okay, otherwise, very good idea. You wait until a confirmation before shorting or longing, correct? Absolutely, Red Fox. And I'm being very careful about those confirmations right now because they're fooling with us. They're playing with us, right? So again, guys, there's ETH for you, okay? And I'm going to pull up a higher time frame chart on ETH so that I can show you what I'm looking at. This is what I'm looking at, guys. This is the bearish. We are sitting right here, guys, right? We're sitting right here at 3,000, around 3,000. If we slip this level right here at 2,999, we are in some trouble. This is why. Right here, this diagonal trend line right here, diagonal trend line. It also is the bottom of a slant shoulder to the downside, right? And look at guys. This is why this level right here is so important. And if we don't bounce on this and go up and start making our way through those resistance, we are in some big trouble. ETH right here, bottom of the trend line. Again, guys, this is slanted. If you can't see it here, I'll draw it for you. Here we go. Shoulder, head, little tiny shoulder. We go down, right? If we don't bounce here, this is a problem. So for me, top of the head, bottom of the trend line, that's how you measure a head and shoulders. Here we go, 1625, guys. That's what I'm looking at on Impossible to Chart Crypto. I know a lot of people say that, but we've proved that it's possible in here. So that is not a head and shoulders. There we go again, right? If you haven't been in here before, Connor, thank you for pointing that out. But if you haven't been in here, you will know, and I will say over and over again, I learned from a very good trader that said wonky patterns, whether they have a little head, little shoulder, little tiny right shoulder and one big shoulder, or if they're on a slant, that they play out the exact same way most of the time. And I will say that they do. And 80, thank you so much. 85 to 90% of the time, they break down the exact same way. So you guys can say that. That's okay. But I will say more often than not, when people are in here in the morning, and my crowd can probably say this, that we've shown this multiple times and they do break out the same way. I know a head and shoulders, a tip has the same height shoulder where the head is higher, right? Or that they're about the same length, about the same size. We charted a head and shoulders the other day that had one big shoulder, a wonky head, and a teeny tiny little shoulder, and that thing broke right to the target. So there we go. How is a fake Wendy O going to correct BB? I don't know. She's trying, because I know it's not Wendy O. But if it was, I have massive respect for Wendy O. But that's not the real one, guys, so don't follow her. So here we go. So this, we'll see if it breaks out, guys. But I will say, we slip this trend line, we're in some trouble. So my target is 1613. And that's obviously not the first target, guys. 8-hour time frame, guys. Thank you so much for the heart me. Marco, nice to see you, guys. This is not going to go straight there, right? Can I please take a look at Solana? Yeah, I can. So let's take a look at thanks, Crypto Chick. Guys, great job. 51K likes. You're killing it. Thank you so much for being in here today. 277 people. Who would have guessed, right? Thank you for being in here. I'm Chelsea. I am the Bullish Babe, and I do this every weekday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for being in here. Guys, that is not the real Wendy O. If one of my mods could just kick him out. So guys, this is ETH. I'm going to go to XRP next. I will do Solana as well, if I can find my pen. Yeah, there we go. All right. We'll do Solana as well. All right, let's do XRP. So guys, that's the case for ETH. We got to get up and over those resistance levels. We don't. You need to make me a mod. How do I do that? Let's see. Let me see if I can do that right now. Yeah, there we go. You're a mod. You can manage guests. There we go. All right, you're a mod now. Thank you, guys. Follow Cosmic Crypto. He is my partner in crime. We do Cosmically Bullish every day at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time every weekday. Guys, thank you so much for being in here. This is like warming my heart this morning because I am sick and I don't usually come on the weekend. So thank you so much for being here. Are we going to get a Santa rally? I don't know. Possibly, right? Hey, listen, if that Bitcoin dominance drops like we just saw it look like it's going to, we could get a Santa rally in some of the alts. So let's see, right? All right, let's take a look at XRP. Here we go. XRP. Let's take a look. I'm going to, yeah. So we're going to take a look at it on the 8-hour, right? Let's remove some of these targets for now, and I'll show you what we've got going on XRP. So, bullish case, XRP. Again, we've got this happening, right? And that's not the first move. Now, the 8-hour wants to lift up. Let's go to the 1 hour. We're going to start there on the 1 hour for everything else. Hey, Crypto Glenn, how are you still sick? Ugh, I have no clue. I have no clue. Guys, give Crypto Glenn a follow, a great creator. I have no clue. It's literally, thank you for kicking Wendy, the fake Wendy out. I have no clue. It's lasting forever. I feel like my kids just bring stuff home and I just keep getting it over and over again. All right, so guys, XRP here, right? XRP on the hourly is trying to pop up like everything else, right? The 6 has just pushed through the 12 and the 24 here. This looks like, again, we may get a pop up here. Are we just going to get a pop up to this trend line at 246 and then back down? Possibly, right? And so I will bull case, more bullish case, not bull case, but more bullish case for XRP is this. My first target would be here, right? We don't make it over here. We have no business being any bullish. And I'm not bullish long, like short term right now. Have we bottomed yet? Not yet. I don't think Cardano. I think maybe local bottom, right? Local bottom. It looks like the 1 hour wants to push up. So again, guys, first level is going to be here, right? We don't make it up and over 245. We have no business even thinking we're going any further. Okay. If we make it up and over 245, here's what could happen here. I'm going to take these targets off for a second. This is what could happen on the hourly, right? So we've got this. To me, looks more like a double bottom here, right? One bottom, second bottom. If we can push this up, open an hourly candle above the SMA and the smooth moving average, which is my blue and purple lines here. And we start making our way up, I will start to flip and think we're getting a pop up here, right? Guys, I'm trying to pay attention to the chat. It is so, do I know Kelvin Hill? No, I don't know Kelvin Hill. I know of him. I don't know him personally. Hey, Counts, nice to see you. Thank you so much for the gifts. 319 people in here, guys. Crazy. Crazy. Thank you for being in here. Thank you to all the creators that are in here that are supporting me. I appreciate you. So listen, guys, this looks like a double bottom here, and we move to this level right here, this trend line at 245, and we get up and over this and retest this. This is where I will say thank you for the heart me, guys. I appreciate you. If we get up and over here and we bullishly retest this level, which is what I'm going to be watching for, guys, I am not taking any confirmation of just us getting up and over resistance at this point. If I miss a trade, I miss a trade, right? If it gets up there and it doesn't give me a retest, I don't care if I miss the trade, because right now they're fooling with us and they're faking us up over the resistance and down under the support. Okay. I know how to do Fibonacci. I just don't show it in here. I don't use it as much, and I'm still learning how correctly. So I'm not going to show that to you until I absolutely know it. And even then I may not even use it. It's just not one of the things that I go by, to be honest. It doesn't mean that I don't know, and I don't want that to sound ignorant. I just have used several things over my trading career. I found a lot of the things that actually make me see things clearly, and that's what I have on my chart. There are a lot of other people that show me Fibonacci, and I know it works, and I know people use it a lot. It's just not something that I use on a regular basis. Bullish Babe, need to get better, even though she is here helping us. Thank you. I appreciate it. All right, guys, we get up and over this level 245. Very good chance if we continue and we bullishly retest this level, we're coming up here to the 258 level. If we come up here to the here's the bullish scenario on XRP, right? Measure from the top of the trend line to the bottom of one of the lowest double bottom, right? You drag this to the supposed breakout. This gets us up over resistance, okay? So this double bottom right here, we break up over this trend line 258. Good chance we're making our way to this trend line, right? At 277. Could you clip and post your Ethereum segment? Yeah, I can do that afterwards. I have to get better at being a little more precise and clear so that guys don't have to listen to me forever on my posts. We get up over here, but yeah, I can do that. We get up over here at 277.04. Here's the actual target of this double bottom breakout, right? At 293.87. Okay. Not only that, that breaks you up over another W pattern. It's a wonky one. Stay with me. right? Listen, if XRP could roll over and buy the farm, that would be great. I got bets to win. I don't know. So we'll see. We'll do the bearish case in just a second, Glenn. So this rolls you, if we get up and over here, this rolls you up and over another target, which is this. Here's a wonky, this would be a wonky W pattern, right? And this could get you up even farther, which is here. Again, guys, if you are in here for the first time, there's obviously going to be someone saying this, that's not a W pattern. It's wonky, guys. And most of the time they break out the exact, learn that being in perfect trader. Bullish, I sent you a message on my BTCD setup. I'm new to TikTok. I posted it on my Twitter. Green Hornet, I appreciate you. Thanks for being in here. I'll definitely read that DM. Guys, that's the other thing. I will never DM you first. So if you're in here and you see me, I will never, ever, ever DM you first. Okay, there's a lot of scams going on out there. And if you don't follow me from the live, you'll probably get a copycat. So go ahead and follow me right now if you are here. So guys, break you up and over another W wonky pattern, right? Which would bring you to 329. This is our way out. This is our path out. We can't get up over this level. There's no shot at this way out. Okay, so hear me when I say that. I will give you the bullish and the bearish scenarios in here, but only one can win out, right? And that is if and only if, thank you for the heart me. This is if and only if you get up over resistance, key resistance, or you get below key support, right? That is the only way we get to these areas. I know a lot of people are asking for the definite direction. I don't give you that, okay? So here we go. First level I'm looking at for XRP 246.31. Next level 258.72. You get up and over that. We head to this level at 233. Get up and over that. You head to the target at 294. You get up and over this level. There's a bigger level in play, and that is, I believe, 329. 329.21. There we go. XRP. So is here, guys, and you can't see a bearish and a bullish pattern at the same time on the same time frame. I do. And that doesn't mean that I see both happening. Again, the bullish case happens, you get up and over key resistance. Bearish case happens, you get under key support, right? And those are the two things. So always remember that when I'm giving you this. Here we go, right? This slanted head and shoulders, I see this on a lot of assets right now, a ton of them. Right? Short term, you mean 3 months? Yeah. Here is the bearish case for XRP, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. We're on it multiple times, right? 1, 2, 3. This is on the hourly. On the daily, probably looks very similar, right? What indicators are you using? Okay, so on the top, I use the 50, the 200, which are the green and the orange, the simple, which the simple moving average, which is a 20-day, which is my blue line right here, the smooth moving average, which is my purple line. Then I use the RSMFI, which is my stochastics, which is down here. You can see these here. And then I use the RSI X, the 12 and the 24, okay? Glad you're getting lots of viewers, Chelsea. Thank you, Skyline. I appreciate you. Bullish, I'll be back. Don't stop the live until I get back. I'll pause it. What indicators are you using? So that's what I use. That's all I patterns. That's it. I am a profitable trader. I'm not the best trader. I'm not the number one trader. What I'm here to do is show you guys how the market moves, right? And if I can show you that, then you can move on. You can see as many traders as you want. You can develop your own strategy. That's what we're here for. Sub five trader. Ibra, thank you. Are you a trend trader? I would consider myself a trend line trader. I'm patterns and trend line with other indicators that actually validate those two things, right? Hey, 47 Fuel, nice to see you. Can you put money and how much percent are you satisfied with? Let me tell you, Bullish, what are you thinking future for ETH? Could go down to 1600. I'm guessing you're feeling better. I'm not, Solano. I'm just here. Hey, La Prof, nice to see you. Do you think XRP is going to drop more? We don't get over key resistance? Yes. We get under key support? Absolutely. So here we go. A slanted head and shoulders. Again, use slanted patterns just like patterns. These have broken out multiple times this week. Shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. This is the bearish case. We just talked about the bullish case for XRP resistance. We don't do that. we come down to this trend line right here and we start fading down to 197. We are moving down. And this is where we're moving, in my opinion, not financial advice. We break out somewhere along this trend line. This is not an exact target. Basically, guys, she is saying less is more in trading. Develop your own strategy. Green Hornet, thank you for saying that. That's exactly what I'm saying. Develop your own strategy. Use the things that work for you. There are a million different indicators and a million things that people will tell you to use. Stick to your strategy. If it's profitable, stick to it. You believe in something, believe in it, right? And if it's profitable, that will guide you. It's just like the wonky pattern thing. A lot of people come in here and correct me. I will say, people that have been in here for a long time know that that's how I do it and know that that's profitable. So you have to stick to your own strategy. You have to have your own, and you have to be disciplined enough to rule out some of the noise that people are telling you if you have a strategy that works. Okay. So if we do roll over here, guys, and we hit this level at 197, here's where we're going, right? To 148 for XRP. And that is this wonky head and shoulders. Okay. Shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. Okay. So there's XRP, guys. Let's do ZEC. Let's do ZEC. I don't even know what time it is. I told my husband I'd be on for an hour. That usually isn't what happens, right? So he's probably like, yeah, right. You'll be home at 5. I'm not going to be home at 5, guys. ADA. Let's do ZEC. Let's take a look at ZEC. Here we go. This is Zcash, right? 79. All right. Let's take a look at ZEC on the hourly. Yeah, guys, I'm going to do Solana, Cardano, ADA, Cardano. Somebody asked me to look at LCX, and then that's probably all I'll be able to get through for the day. And then we'll do BTC at the end, okay? Yeah, we'll do BTC at the end. We'll always end with that. All right, guys, here's the 1 hour for ZEC, right? I haven't charted this a lot. I'm going to remove these trend lines here. There we go. All right, guys. So ZEC, let's take a look at this. Got it. ZEC. This kind of looks cup and handle-ish to me, guys. Creator, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. I really appreciate you. Thank you for everyone being in here. Thank you for the gifts. I donate about, I would say about 80 to 90% of my gifts to someone in need. I pick a new person every month and I donate those. So guys, Zcash right here, this looks like a cup and handle to me. This looks like a shallow, still looks like a candle. It also has a bear. This is also a bear flag. It's a very long one. However, this could bring us down. So let's take a look at that first, right? Here we go. So this right here is the pole. This right here would be the flag, and this would be the break. Already started breaking out. So in my opinion, we will probably go to 610.85 on Zcash. However, this does look like a cup and handle to me. And if we do get down there, this would be halfway down the cup, which would be textbook for me. So let's take a look at what that would be. So first, I think we are moving down here. The Stokes are calling for that as well. RSIs are far apart. The Stokes are looking down. This does. So this would be the cup. This would be the handle. If we come down here, we start the way that you'll know that this is a cup and handle. A lot of people, what do you think about BTC? Everything is ready for down. Do I see it an ascending inverse head and shoulders? Yeah, I do see that, Remy. Yep. It could be an inverse head and shoulders too. What Remy's talking about is here, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder. It more likely is that actually. Go. There we go. Nice look, Remy. So my opinion on Bitcoin, I mean, I love Bitcoin. I think Bitcoin is a store of value. And if you're in crypto, I feel like Bitcoin is the daddy, right? Why wouldn't you want to own the thing one started it all, the thing that the institutions want to grab up right now, right? This is not financial advice. This is just what my opinion is. Why would you not want to own that? And in fact, I can tell you what I do, which is when I take profit, I take some in cash, but I always roll some into Bitcoin from my alts, right? So guys, how you'll know that this is going to come up is you'll start seeing big green candles here, right? We're going to start making our way up to this trend line right here. I would say Zcash, my first target is here at 610.93. That's the breakdown of this bear flag that we're already breaking. Right? You're going to get below the 200, and this is going to dictate probably a bigger move down here. to then turn up and come up. Now, there's a chance we don't turn up and come up, but this is just what me. When you start charting, you naturally start to see patterns before they form. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm always right. Absolutely not. Right? Again, not a financial advisor, not financial advice. It just means that I've done this long enough to see where price is going to kind of bounce off of to some degree. And right now, if you can see this, there's a diagonal trend line here, right? This would be a diagonal trend line. There's some support along here. We kind of stuck along there. We have this touch right here. To me, would say, why wouldn't this come down and smack this trend line and then turn up, especially if the Stokes are getting low on the hourly? And this is where bullish on XRP. Yeah, I'm an XRP holder. I'm bullish on XRP long term, but right now it doesn't look great. So this looks like, to me, that this would be a good bounce diagonal trend line. Okay. So that's what I think. If we are to turn up, hit that trend line and go up, you measure from the top trend line down to the head, which would be here. This break through would be 761. We break that, drag this to the supposed, this is not exact, guys. I don't know when this is actually breaking out. It would bring you to 989.76 on Zcash. Okay. That's when you buy more, for sure. Trump will pump the markets to Valhalla. Well, I'm waiting for that. I'm waiting for Trump to do that. Trump, there's a lot of talk. Whether you like Trump or not, there's a lot of talk involved right now with this administration. And until I start seeing some follow through, I'm not going to depend on Trump to tweet and pump the market, because all that does, that tweet pumps the market enough for us to go up, slump down, and come down. And why do you think that is? So that people in certain circles can make money while we're pumping and forming a bull trap. So I don't think that we should rely on news. We should rely on charts. The charts usually reflect the news, and that's what we should be taking a look at. Guys, thank you so much for being in here today. 250 people in here, 69K likes. Thank you so much for being in here. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. Please follow me directly from the live. Otherwise, you will get a copycat. We are taking cash right now. Downward potential is 608.71. Upside 991.62. Only if and only 761 level. Okay. I'm looking at now. There is another downside target here, and that is this right here. This is what we're seeing on a lot of assets right now, guys. We're seeing an upside, but we're also seeing a downside pattern. I can see them both on the same time frame. This right here pattern, right? If this turns around, we knock our head on this resistance right here, and we turn around and we come down and we form this M pattern, we're going further down on Zcash. And that, right? You measure from the top of the highest peak on the M to the bottom of the trend line, you move it to the supposed breakout, and this is where we could go on Zcash, 158, which I know seems crazy, guys. I know seems so crazy. 2-day candle broke the wedge. Take a current 2-day candle map. There is your range. 2-day candle broke the wedge to the upside, Green Hornet, possibly. So guys, that would be my ultimate downside on Zcash. If we start tumbling and this market just, we need to break the midpoint to stay bullish. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing on a lot of everything, Green Hornet. I'm seeing we have a bullish case. If we don't have the strength to push through those resistance levels, we're slumping over and coming down. Okay. All right, guys, I don't have any more time to chart any more altcoins. I have 3 on my list right now, and I think that's all I can do. I do have a family at home. I have 2 kids and a husband, and I usually am not in here on the weekends, although I may think about starting to do a weekend stream if a lot of people would like it, but maybe just a shorter one. Let's take a look at Sol and Cardano, and then we'll go back to Sol, Cardano, and I'll take a look at LCX too. Is the person who wanted LCX still in here? Do you agree with Mooney's analysis? Yeah, open a new weekly candle below 103. It's a bear market. I don't necessarily. Mooney is a great TA specialist and a great chartist. So I'm not taking anything away from him. We just look at 2 different things. He's mainly looking at the weekly. I'm looking at the monthly. And the monthly would have to open a candle below 90K for me to think that we're in a full-fledged bear market. And that doesn't take anything away from him, to be honest. Weekly under 94. Yeah, listen, the weekly is going to guide into the monthly, so it will probably happen anyway. So if he says 103 and we open a weekly candle under 103, that's a bear market, most likely we're going to end up opening a monthly candle under 90. But I like to wait for that just because the monthly has been such a good leading indicator for me. Okay. Let's take a look at SOL. Thank you so much for being in here with me today. I appreciate you. 73K likes. Thank you so much for tapping the screen. I appreciate you. You guys are all amazing. And if you're in here for the first time, thank you. Smart. Thank you, Green Hornet. Yeah, I just, whatever indicator I've been following for the entire cycle, which has been the monthly, I want to make sure that those levels are being dropped on the monthly because we've had so many fake outs. Let's get her to 100K, guys, before she ends. Thank you so much, Green Hornet. I appreciate you. Guy and Crypto Chick, I appreciate you, and B Rose and Caveman Fantasy and Cali Crypto. Thank you guys so much for being in here today. Guys, make sure you follow these creators. They are wonderful and they will give the comfort all the way around, right? That's what we're looking for. We're looking for support and comfort in these times. Those are the creators that I want to follow, right? So here we go, guys. Here's on the 1 hour. Oh, so it's looking right. It's looking dangerous. However, we've got some room here on the hourly, right? Look at how close we're clinging to this trend line, guys. Like, this is what you have to watch when we are clinging to this trend line. This is where we have to think, like, listen, there's a pop up here happening, right? This is where, hi, Tiger Crypto God. How old are you? I'm 43 years old. Hi, Margarita. Hi, Tiger Crypto God. Nice to see you. So guys, thank you so much for being in here. Look at bottom of the Stokes right now on the hourly, guys. This is what a lot of the assets are looking like. That hourly wants to pop us up. However, do we have power in the other time frames? We're going to take a look at that. So bullish case on the hourly, same as a lot of the assets. This is what I would say. We get up and over. Let me just take a look at. Yeah, slanted double bottom too. Okay, guys, you have to bear with me. What is my age? My age is 43. 43. You look like you're 25. Thank you. You just made my entire weekend. Thank you so much. Hey, Green Hornet, I will read. I join your lives now. I know you. Check your message from me. I'd love to reach out. I will check your message from you today, Green Hornet. Thank you for being here. You look 34. You guys are so sweet. I absolutely adore you. No, really not Joy. You guys are so sweet. Thank you. All right. I appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for being in here. I appreciate you. All right. So here we go. I'm 43. I have 2 kids and I've been married for 16 years. It's crazy, right? I think he's in here. So here we go. Queen, thank you so much. So guys, this is actually a slanted double bottom here, right? So here's one bottom. Here's the second bottom, right? We're trying to bottom off of this trend line right here that we drew forever ago, right? And guys, again, we draw this is Solana on the 1 hour. We draw these timelines, we draw these patterns and these trend lines on higher time frames so that we can abide by them on lower time frames. That's how you want to do it. Oh, he is in here. Yeah. A Sunday live. Yay. Hey, Jay Heat. She never believes me when I tell. That's my husband saying that I never believe him when he tells me that I look younger. Thank you. All right. So here we go, guys. Double bottom here. We get up and over this level on at 143.47. This is Solana right now, Crypto Bestie. BB must be the most played person on this app and treats everyone equally. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. You guys are all equal in my mind, even the haters, right? Like the haters, if I don't give them a chance to learn, if I'm rude and I boot them out, or I fight back and forth with them, that doesn't give them a chance to learn or learn anything from me because they'll stop listening to me, right? So guys, here's the thing. We get up and over this level and we open I like to open a 1 hour candle decisively over the smooth moving average and the simple, which is the smooth. Once we open a 1 hour candle above that, that is my indicator to go long. Okay. So if we open a candle above that, we start at 143.83. This is SOL on the 1 hour, guys. this is where we will see higher pricing, right? So if I did enter this trade, as soon as we open a candle over the 1 hour SMA, I would open my long trade here. This is not financial advice. This is just how I open a trade. I would open a long trade here. I would put my stop loss below the closest swing look low. And in this case, you could put it below the simple moving average, the smooth moving average, the closest swing wick low, and below the very good, a very well managed trade. Okay. And then I would ride this up not only to this level, which I think may be resistance at 143, but then here's the target if we break out of this double bottom. And to double bottom to the upside, you measure the trend line down to the bottom of the W. Thank you so much for the heart me. Guys, thank you for the 86K likes. You guys are killing it. I appreciate you so much. Hey, good afternoon, Joey. You drag this, which would be somewhere around this trend line. If we get up and over this level at 143.81 for SOL, here's where we're going, 151.47. This would be the gateway to higher prices, guys. We break up over here. This getting here would be the gateway to higher prices. Now we can just roll over and slump over and come down. I don't know what's going to happen up there, and I'm not even going to suggest it. This is a bigger enough move for you guys to see what the bullish case is for Solana. And when I say bullish, I mean short-term bullish, right? We may just be retesting some of these levels to come down and roll over and come and fall. Okay. Now, bearish for Solana in the short term is this. Okay. I'm going to open this on the 8 hour so that you can see. I feel like every day we're at a make or break scenario. Leo, you, me, and everyone in here both, right? We're constantly in this kind of scenario where it's to the upside or to the downside. Solana here. Okay, guys, this is the perfect example. Let me just show you for those of you in here who are saying that that's not a head and shoulders or that's not an M pattern. This is a perfect example of a slanted M pattern that broke right to the target here, right? One hump of the M, actually this slanted head and shoulders, shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. This broke exactly to the target. Okay, so I would say on the bearish case is this. We have a diagonal trend line right here. Okay. This is slanted head and shoulders. And actually we can start this from here. We don't even need to start that from there. There you go. Okay. Here's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder to the downside. Now it's wavering around here. And if we're on a higher time frame, sorry, I'm missing some of this chat, guys. Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. Marwan. I'm sure. But sure. Don't worry, Bullish Babe. Uncle Cosmic and Spartan will watch the kids. Thank you. All right, guys. So here's a shoulder, a head, and a shoulder to the downside. What you do is you measure the top of the head to the diagonal trend line. You pull this to the supposed breakout, which would be here. Now, guys, this looks dangerous, and I'll tell you why. Right? This looks dangerous because of this. If shoulders break, this is the target, which gets us below one resistance and below one support and below another, right? So this right here, this is the target, 84.82. People just be drawing lines and saying stuff. Just use AI to build a repeatable system. I don't know if that's very fail safe, McGucket, but you can do whatever you want. Volume, tape, buy and sell orders, candle structure, and recognition are all that's needed. You know, everybody has their own things that are needed. This is what's needed for me, what I have here. Okay. So this would break you down. If we break down below 132.94, we just gave you the bullish scenario for short-term bullish for Solana. Short-term bearish is this. We break down here at 132. The target is going to be here at 83.78. However, there is going to be a big sticking point 90.42, and that's support from a long time ago on the daily. And this is how you can see this, right? Here's the daily. Guys, thank you so much for the follows. Thank you for the 94K likes. We're almost at 100K likes. I can't even believe it. Thank you guys so much for being in here and tapping your screen. 242 people in here. I appreciate you. This is a trend line that has held strong. It was actually, look at, this is actually an M pattern. So this is the problem that I see. The problem that I we break down this diagonal head and shoulders. The target is 122.48, right? We break that down. The target is 85.87, which gets us below this trend line. And this is a big M pattern. One second hump of the M, Here's where you go. You go here, you measure the bottom of the trend line, you bring this to the breakdown, and here's where we get very scary, right? And we're obviously not going to go into negative numbers, guys. So this is probably not going to break down the same way. My assumption would that it would be at 98. We'd stick here. We'd wick below here at 84. And then we may have a sticking point at 50 if we're going to get down that far. All right. So that's what I would say on Solana. I think we have some more down. Solana 124.48. We get below that, it would be the 99. Okay. And the 99 is going to be very, very strong support on Solana. Okay. Let me take a look at LCX, and then I have to jump out for the day, guys, if I want to keep my family, right? Sol at $50 is crazy. It is crazy, guys. And please don't like call me and say that I'm saying that it's going to $50 right now. I'm not saying that. I'm saying if we start to collapse, that is a target that I would look for, right? How do you trade that? You would trade Bearish Babe, Clouds Thunder. I know. I'm seeming a lot more like Bearish Babe today. Let's take a look at ADA. Here's ADA, guys. All right. This is ADA on the daily. I here well since we've done this. Just kidding. You heard it, guys. She said $50, get her. I know. I feel like sometimes that's what happens in these lives, though, right? Appreciate you. Thank you for your time and knowledge. Absolutely. Guys, thank you so much for all the follows. Thank you for being in here. All right. So here's where ADA is right now, okay? We actually charted this the other day. It's already breaking down from what we said was going to happen, okay? Which is this. This is actually a head and shoulders. Look at shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. This is actually on the daily. We charted 3 or 4 days ago, and this started breaking down already. We broke down. We're under the support now. Most likely we're going to this target at 39.35. So 39 cents, 35. And this is on ADA on the daily. We can already see this breaking down. Now, what I will say, if we get to 39.35, there is a very good chance we are going to come here to retest this falling wedge at 37.08. Right? This was a falling wedge that we had been respecting for a long time. We rounded topped. This is the head and shoulders we broke down from, and now we are looking to come and retest this on the upside trend, right? If we don't bounce off of here, there is more downside for, okay? We don't learn trade only here. I hope you learn here, Luckman. All right, so that's ADA. An hour, we're gonna take a short-term target to the upside. Let's see. Same thing as all the other assets, guys. Are we double bottoming here or are we falling through? Those are the only two options that we have, right? We double bottom or we follow through, right? And right now, this looks like it could be creating a double bottom. We already charted this to the upside, right? So if this is a double bottom, one bottom, second bottom, and this 1 hour wants to pop us up and get us up and over this resistance at 56.95, there is a good target in place here. You take it from the top of the trend line to the bottom of the W pattern or the bottom of the double bottom. You drag it to the supposed breakout. Here's the W that would end. This has to get us up and over 56.74 and then up and over 60.53. We get up and over 60.53. We're going to 70.83. Okay. This is Cardano, ADA, USD hour. So that is the more bullish case. That is a short-term bullish case that we have going on here, right? At 70 cents. Thanks, babe. Yeah, Callan, nice to see you. Guys, thank you so much for being in here. I'm Chelsea, I'm the Bullish Babe. I do this every weekday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to jump in with me, please do. And if you don't follow me, please follow me from the live right now. Otherwise, you'll get a lot of copycats. I will not DM you first. I don't have a paid group. I just do this every day here. I this out. I will eventually maybe have a paid group, but right now this is just it. So thank you for all the gifts. Thank you for all the creators that are in here. I appreciate you so much. Crypto Machinery, don't worry, Super Cycle is on the way. I hope so, Crypto Machinery. All right, guys. So ADA next levels: 56.53, 60.32. 70, 83. Remember, you don't get to any of those levels without breaking the ones below it. Okay. So there's Cardano. Cardano to the downside, we already said our downside target is 39.27. If we slump over here, we keep on continuing down. Very good chance we're going to make it here. Okay. And then very good chance we're going to make it here at 36.70. Okay. That's Cardano. Hey, Milkshake. Nice to see ya. All right. So let's go. Let me take a look at LCX really quick. Someone wanted me to take a look at that. Is the person that wanted me to look at LCX in here? I don't know a lot about. Am I in the Wolfpack? I'm still a member of the Wolfpack, but I don't teach in there. So I'm not one of the head people in there anymore. And the reason why I like the Wolfpack guys, I have nothing bad to say about them. I teach one-on-one still to a couple people in there. It's just that it was hard for me not to be exposed to a bigger group. And there were so many people in our community that wanted this information that I thought it would be better to come out and do it in a bigger setting. And that's why. What's your take on XLM? I like XLM. I think XLM will do really well. Yes, LCX, please. Yep, let me take a look at LCX. I don't even think I have it on my chart. See me chart something completely brand new. Let's see. That was LTC, LCX. All right. Is it only on capital.com? Aster is pumping. Yeah, guys, we saw Bitcoin dominance wants to take a dump. So if it does, I know everyone laughs when I say take a dump. If it does, we could have an altcoin pump here, right? But we need to see if that dumps. We'll see. Let's take a look at LCX. So right off the bat, what I see on LCX on the hourly is this, right? Head and shoulders pattern right here, right? Shoulder, head, shoulder to the downside. Now the Stokes are low and they do want to pop up like everything else, but this looks like a very clear pattern to me. However, Stokes are low here. This is the bearish case. The bearish case is this. Have I talked about ICP today? I haven't. In your face. Is there a possibility this market moves up this year? Possible. It's always possible. Always possibility, guys. So this is the bearish case, guys, on LCX. Bearish case is we make it down to 0.69153. That's coming out of this head and shoulder. This is a short term, okay? Short term bearish, we go here. Short term bullish, I here. Like we're talking about on all right now. Pattern on the hourly could get us up and out. However, does it get us up and out over resistance, key resistance? Not in most cases, right? Guys, I cannot do any. Oh, Josh, thank you so much. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. So does this get us up and over? Thank you so much for the heart me. I appreciate you. Does this get you up and over this here? Possibly, right? If we do out of this to the upside, this W pattern right here of this breakout right here. Again, this is not financial advice, guys. This is not an exact target. Guys, I can't do any more alts today. I'm so sorry. I actually have to get home. I usually don't do these on the weekend. I just came in to kind of show you guys Bitcoin and oh, thank you so much, Lonnie. I appreciate you. They're not white this time, right? And so I can't do any more today. However, I will do link tomorrow morning. You guys want to jump into my morning stream? It's 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time in the morning. I will start putting my recordings up on my YouTube page. If you go to cosmicallybullish.com, that's my website. And if you go to the About Me page, that will show you all of my links. And you can follow me on YouTube and Instagram. And those recordings will be up on my YouTube page. I will eventually be streaming on there too. I just can't get a stream key from TikTok. So it's been a pain in the butt. So guys, we pop out of this to the upside. This could be where we go at 10 to 306. We have got to get up and over this level at 95792. Okay. Thank you so much for the heart me's. I appreciate you guys. We got up and over 100K likes. Thank you so much, guys. Please follow B Rose, the crypto chick. She's the number 2 up in the box up there. She is unbelievable. And if you are a brand new person to crypto, she's probably my favorite creator for new people coming into the market. And I watched her when I was brand new in crypto. So she has been around for a very long time. She breaks things down slow, clear, and concise. And she just has a wonderful community. So please give her a follow. Also, Callie Crypto, or Crypto Callie's in here. Caveman Fantasy, B Rose, give them a follow as well. Cosmic Crypto, I don't know if he's still in here, but he's my partner in crime. We do a show every day at 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Please give him a follow and come and hang out with us in the Cosmically Bullish show. So those are my 2. Please, yeah, so I'm following. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Guys, so these are my 2 LCX. To the upside, 10.23. To the downside, short term, 069852. Okay. Over 100K. You guys are killing it. Thank you so much. I just appreciate you guys so much. Thank you for being in here. All right, let's go back to Bitcoin. What is going on with Bitcoin now? Oh, we're hanging over 94, guys. Is that inverse cat ears going to break out? I think it might. Let's see what happens here. Now, I will say, guys, we're back to Bitcoin. We're on the 1 hour. We're going to work from the 1 hour. I'll go down to the... this is what I said at the beginning of the stream, guys, right? This is an inverse cat. So here's one cat ear. Here's a little head. Kind of looks more like a bat. Here's the second cat ear. Okay. And I said at the beginning of the stream, if we break this out, here we go. Right here, inverse cat ears. We break this out. You measure from the top of the trend line to the bottom of the head, and you move this to the supposed breakout. Here we go, 97,936. Now, if this comes up, we need to break this right here, right? Break this, we have no business thinking we're gonna get to that target, okay? So if we come up here, we start banging our head against this level right here, it's a no-go, okay? This is of a bear flag to me right here, right? Although I will say, let me bring this up a little bit bigger. Yeah, this does resemble a bear flag. However, this is out. So this does look like it's kind of bottoming here. And my 6 right here. So guys, one of my major tricks I learned from somebody else, right? Valid, said Green Hornet. Thank you. Bullish, do you go to the meetings with a cap on? You know what? I think that I should probably stop wearing the backwards hat because my hair's falling out. I'm gonna have to start wearing a hat with like the hair glued in soon, I think is what's gonna have to happen. I'm pretty sure it's the hat that's making me lose my hair because I do, LOL. Yeah, I mean, when we were in our meeting the other day, I didn't, right? Guys, follow Crypto Callie, great creator as well. So guys, look at, oh, well, guys, my mouse just died on me. My mouse just died on me. Okay, so I'm just gonna talk for a second. We'll hope my mouse actually recharges just enough for me to show you the rest of this. So, but I can look at it from my levels right here, right? So here's the deal, guys. Callie, I can't let you up because I'm actually leaving, and my mouse is dead right now. So I'm sorry. So guys, here's the thing. If we make our way up, the one thing that, no problem, Queen, look at, this is what I hate about mouse. Like, this is crazy. This is crazy that I can't just put a battery in this thing and then it goes off while I'm on live. It's nuts. I was laughing at your latest post about blackmailing audio thing. Right? I was laughing when I saw that audio for the first time too. How long did it take you to learn a lot? Yeah, I guess I can answer some questions before I go back to charting. It took me about 1.5 years to learn enough that I felt comfortable trading. It took me about 1.5 years. And I watched people like Crypto Lifer, Frankie Candles. They're like the guys that I learned from, right? Jason Casper, Tom Crown, like all the OGs. And obviously the crypto chick up here was one of the first ones that I watched when I started in crypto, like period, when I learned about crypto. It's only because my husband is in here and he says it's only because she spends 24 hours a day doing it. I pretty much do. What's the best platform to start on or websites used to trade? Best platform to start on in crypto, if you're just buying crypto, would be Coinbase. in my opinion, right? Not financial advice. Coinbase is the easiest to use if you're in the US, most regulated, I would say, right? I like Kraken as well. As far as trading goes, I trade on BitUnex, Blowfin, MEXC. MEXC, you cannot trade in the US without a VPN or a Palau ID. So you would have to get one of those. I do have links on cosmicallybullish.com. If you go into the About Me, you guys do get bonuses. I will start advertising the more I do this. BitUnex is my main partner, and they're the ones that I trade on the most. However, I will say, Nicholas Taylor Roberts, she's in here. Ask her how many times she has fallen asleep on her phone with her phone in her hand. So many. Hey, Nicholas Taylor, nice to see you. Can't see since I'm blocked. Are you blocked? Oh, that's weird. So guys, those are the platforms that I trade on. I will say, I want you guys to be as careful as possible, right? Don't ever leave all of your money on an exchange. If you're holding spot bags and you're holding them for the long haul, put them in your cold wallet, right? I have a link for that too. I don't advertise my links that often. I have a Ledger link and I have an LPL. You guys can both use those. I have links that will get you discounts. Those are on my page too, on cosmicallybullish.com. But I will say, if you're trading, don't even trade on just one platform, right? We've seen these go down. I watch you since you're quick with it. Info. Thanks, Nicholas. I appreciate you. Advertise your links, BB, no shame. Yeah, guys, my links I will start doing that more often. My links are on cosmicallybullish.com. Now, I will say, if you are trading, do not just trade on one exchange, guys. The reason being, we have seen multiple exchanges go down. And when there's congestion, there's most likely going to be some outages. Why not have your money split on different exchanges to make sure that if one of those exchanges go down, you are not losing all of your money, right? So please split your money up. Do not have your money on one exchange. It doesn't make any sense. My mouse is back. So I should do like a Q&A every stream for a little bit so that you guys can find out more about me. I'm Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. I do this every day at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you for more than 100K likes today, guys. That really, really helps my channel out, and I appreciate you so much. I have 179 people in here. I think there were 300 at one point, which is insane to me. And thank you to all the creators and all of my mods that support me on a regular basis. I just appreciate you so much. I appreciate you. Guys, I will clip some of this out. If you guys can do me a favor, if you see my clips or you see my posts, if you could repost them, that is the best possible way to get out to new people. If we aren't reposted if our isn't reposted into new pools, then no one new ever sees us. So if you guys see them, I love the likes and the heart me's, but the best thing you can do is actually repost to your followers. Even if 1 or 2 sees it, that's a huge, big deal. Okay. All right. So here we go with BTC, guys. I'm going to give you my final levels. Okay. If this use out, which it looks like it's going to, look at RSI 6, which is my orange line, looks like it wants to push through the 12 and the 24 to the upside. So if this happens, repost while she's live as well, guys. Yeah. Thank you so much, Green Hornet. I appreciate you. So listen, if, yeah, the repost helps because we just go around, right? Hey, Doug, guys, give Doug a follow. He's a great, I hope that is the real one. Can someone just check and make sure that that's the real fresh? Doug, guys below, an amazing chartist, amazing TA guy. I love watching him. So I love watching him. So guys, and I am learning just like everyone else. I keep on learning. If you are not learning and growing, you are dying. And I am constantly learning from other people in this space, and you guys should be too. Okay. So if you out here, guys, and this 1 hour wants to pop us up, the 6 wants to push through the 12 and the 24 here, this is where we are going to get up to higher prices if we get over resistance levels, right? We have got to get over, first of all, we have to get over this line right here. I don't know why we're struggling with this. I know it's a diagonal trend line. You know that you've drawn your line the correct. If price is struggling near it, pretty good chance you have it drawn correctly. Okay. That means that it's been, it wants to hold you down. That's what this is doing right now. This line, this diagonal line, teeny tiny trend line is holding us down, right? We need to get up and over 94,306. And I would say up and over the smooth moving average and the simple right here. We open a candle above here at around 95,079. Very good chance we are going to come here at 95,394. We need to get up and over that. I would even like to retest that bullishly. We may not, but who knows? We need to get up and over 95,410. Next level is here at 96.2, right? And that is this. That trend line for this inverse cat ears. Oh, look at that one. I love that one. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. Appreciate you. Coolest random gift. Exactly. Doug, thank you so much. It's nice to see you. I miss seeing you in lives. I don't catch you all the time now. Guys, that is here of this inverse cat ears, right? One cat ear, little tiny head, second cat ear. This comes up. This could break us out, right? We need to get up and over here, right here, 94.4. Up and over the SMA, 95. Up and over here, this trend line, that's resistance, 95,378. Then up and over here, this is the big one, guys. We get up and over 96,577. Very good chance we're making it to the target of the inverse cat ears pattern, which would be 97,949. Okay, is this anywhere? Like, that is the big question, right? Going up here, we make it through these resistance levels. Is this getting us anywhere? Not exactly just there, right? It's getting us up and over the SMA, which I like. It's getting these two resistances, which I like. But listen, the next resistance that we have to get up and over is that 102. We know that we have a huge sticking level. Your lines are crazy. I know, Cyrus, they are. You're 100% right. They're always going to be crazy. I hope to explain them as much as I possibly can. However, if I remove them, a lot of the time I can't find where my support and resistance levels are on diagonal trend lines. And that's what they are. So I know it does look like pickup sticks. And sometimes I will remove some of them. Time they end up staying there, and I hope to explain it as clear as possible. So here's right here. This would be the right cat ear. How does this not confuse you? Not being cheeky, just asking. I don't know. My ADHD. Love the squiggles, Doc. I know. But your charts, I feel like, are so much more organized than mine are. Yeah, it will confuse you guys, and that's why I encourage you guys to ask questions, and I will explain it, and I can take them off. We have our own systems. Yeah, we do, right? And that's what makes us good, right? I like drawing shapes. There we go, right? And it will confuse you guys, and I'm hoping to explain that as much as possible without taking out my lines so that I can abide by my own systems, okay? But I'm sorry if it confuses you. I am truly sorry. I know it does, and I know it's easy, right? I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is just what I see in the charts, right? Doug is saying the same thing. Just let it flow. That's what I do, right? That's what I do. She thrives in chaos. My husband says she thrives in chaos. Don't break the system, babe. It works for you. I won't. Makes perfect sense to me, says Sugar Free. There we go. Guys, again, is this getting us up and over? I'm going to take us to the daily for just a second. I changed the opacity. That's a good idea, Green Hornet. I will take a look at it. Good idea. Yeah, because look at this. I mean, it's crazy. Gives you like aneurysm if you look at it for too long. All right, guys. So this is the problem that I see on the daily, right? Which is, I'm going to expand this. Here's a bear flag right here, right? Here we go, top to bottom. This breaks down, down decisively under this trend. And if we get caught up here, very good chance we're moving ourselves down, okay? Not only that, this is a bear flag from a higher time frame. This is where I first got the 90K target, guys. There is a bear flag on the 2-day. This trend line right here, and look at it's broken us down. It's almost breaking us all the way to target, right? At 90K, 90,246, which you guys know is the bottom of the pattern on the monthly. So if we can, and this little bear flag right here, from here to here, this is the pole flag, this breaks us up so that you could this, right? This breaks us down. This target is 89,970 on its own. Okay. So guys, targets to the upside and downside on BTC. Target to the downside, you guys know it, is 90K, right? 90K is what I'm looking at. We obviously may have like a sticking point at that 91. There's a little sticking point there. However, 90K, then 88, then 85, then 80. And I see 80 on the chart. So there's my targets to the downside. Unless we bounce, unless we get back up over this trend line. And to me, guys, we've already slipped this trend line on a larger time frame. So any pops that we have, to me, it will be superficial. Okay, until we get, and you guys have heard me say this before, until we get up and over the 107,548, I have no reason to be bullish. We have no business being bullish until we get up and over there, in my opinion. Okay. Over what period of time? This, if we're looking at the daily, I mean, this could be weeks. It could be a month. It just depends. Depends on how fast we go, right? We start plummeting down and losing these levels. We could do that in a day. So it just depends on how fast we want to lose those. The 1 hour wants to pop us up. Let's see what it can do, right? Again, guys, I don't work on directions. I'm not directional. I am pattern driven and support and resistance driven. And if we don't get up and over, if everyone is expecting lower, then you know what happens. Yeah, guys, I'm not saying we can't have a pop up here. Please hear what I'm saying. I think a lot of people come in and they hear one part of what I'm saying and then they take off with it. Please hear what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this. Anything can happen at any time in crypto, ever. I am not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. When I say that there is a target to the upside or the downside, that usually means somewhat short term, and it usually means that we are not going to continue in that direction, either up or down, unless we break the resistance place in the live. Okay, and you guys just saw me say multiple levels. We get up above one, probably going to the next one. We get up above that one, we're probably going to the next one. At any point, if we fail and roll over, those targets are out of play for me. I am an all time frame trader that likes to look at all time frames before I decipher which way we are going. And if we're going there, then I only count on support and resistance to lead me in that direction. That's it. Anything can happen any time in crypto. So what does charting do for us? What it does is it shows you how the money should move in one direction or another if we get over key resistance or we get under key support. And this is not just for trading, guys. This is even if you're holding long term. This is teaching you that you can find a target that is lower or higher than where you're at and buy at, especially if you're holding, buy at a lower target, right? Why wouldn't you want to find a lower price to buy at? Okay. So in an answer to that, crypto machinery, it's just showing you that you can, to some degree, figure out where the market is moving in one direction or another short term, right? That doesn't mean that I know all time frames, that I know when things are going to happen, that I know what things are going to happen. It just means that on several occasions, I can take a look at the chart and say, you know what, this looks like it is going to go down. Here's a pattern. I can chart the pattern. I can make a target. And you guys have seen this happen more often than not in my lives, where we chart something and on the live, where we chart a pattern, it goes directly to the target, like wicks directly to the target. That is what it is. Charting tells us we could go up and down from where you draw a line. It shows you whether you can go up or down based on resistance or support, right? We're playing resistance and support here. That's it. And if we know where resistance and support is, most likely we will be able to chart the next move. I say most likely, right? That doesn't mean all the time. Okay. Are you going to make a trade? I'm in a trade right now. I'm in a short-term long on Shiba Inu. And that's what I'm in. And I'm in it to, guys, I'm taking a trade from support to resistance. And that's it. I'm not even taking the target, right? I'm taking support to resistance. If it fails that resistance, I'm going to take a short down, right back down to support. If it fails that support, I'm going to get out. I'm going to take that short again, right? And that's how I play my trades. So I will start doing like a trading live, I think, maybe once in a while, where I'll live trade a little bit. Okay, I'm looking at the same chart. Where should I buy or sell? I mean, it depends on, I would never say that. I would say where I would open a trade, right? Would you trade short or long BTC? I trade both short and longs. I don't usually trade BTC. It doesn't have enough of an ROI for me. Okay. I'm usually trading alts. Bull run over. I don't know. The market is nuking. I'm selling everything. John Whalen. Nice to see you guys. Give John Whalen and Jay Heat a follow. They're both in here, both creators that I love and respect as well. Guys, thank you so much for being in here today. Bitcoin, I think, is going to pop out of that cat ears pattern. Guys, perfect example. Doesn't have, right? The patterns don't have to be perfect. They have to have the breakdown of the pattern, but they don't have to be perfect. They don't have to look perfect. And if you train your eye to see all different types of patterns that are wonky, sideways, slanted, it will help you in the long run. I'm not saying trade on them right now if you don't know how to trade on them, but chart them and see if they come to the target, because I will say most of the time they do. Guys, thank you so much for being in the live today. I am Chelsea. I'm the Bullish Babe. I do this charting and TA every day, weekday at 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you guys want to jump in there with me, that would be awesome. I also do a show every weekday with Cosmic Crypto. What's the best way to learn day trading without buying courses? Watch YouTubers, man. There's so many good YouTubers out there. The ones that I learned from are still around, right? The problem is when you're in a course, you kind of get one-on-one, or if it's a small group, you get to ask questions and you get to stop them. I think when people are trading, it's hard to follow if you're brand new. So that's why I'm going to do courses and not so much as a paid group, because I feel like it's better to do a small group. But guys, here are the people that I learned from: Crypto Lifer, Tom Crown, Jason Casper. Who's the other one that I just said? Oh, Frankie Candles. Amazing guy. Guys, follow them. If you're looking to trade, follow them. You guys will see the way that I trade from theirs. I took some of their strategy and implemented it from each one of them. And that's how I got my strategy. So go and follow them. All right. Yeah, guys, thank you so much for being here. Frankie Candles is a G, dude. I love him, and he's so kind and nice. I will say, like, he is definitely, he's definitely one of my favorites, right? Tom Crown has his own style. So does Jason Casper. Do you follow the sessions? I don't know what you mean, Green Hornet. Who were they again? I'm going to write it down. Yep. Frankie Candles, Tom Crown, Jason Casper, and Crypto Lifer. Those are the ones that I learned from. Trading, right? There's not many females in trading, guys. Like Ragsy, I think. But there's not many females that do TA or charting or trading in general. UK session, my session. I don't Green Hornet. So I wish there were, right? I wish there were more female traders, but there aren't a ton. Why do you have so many indicators? I actually don't have that many. I only have the 50, the 200 moving averages. I think you mean my lines. Those aren't indicators. Those are just my trend lines. That's why I came into your room, because I've not seen many female traders. Yeah, there aren't. I don't know, to be honest, I hate to say this because I know there are. The one female that I watch stocks, not crypto, and it's Tori Trades. I don't know if you guys know that name, but she's amazing. She trades very much like I do too, trendline, right? So guys, thank you for being in here. All being said, I appreciate you guys. There were so many new people in here. Guys, thank you so much for getting me over 100K likes. See, that really, really makes a difference in how it pushes me out to the algorithm. Thank you so much. Yes, Tori is great. Yeah, she's one that I relate to the most. But again, I don't know, other than Ragsy, like doing charts or trading, I don't see that in any other females. If you guys know of any, I'd love to know who they are, because there just aren't that many. I don't know why that is. Oh, Trade Travel Chill. Yes, she is. Green Hornet. Absolutely. Yep, absolutely. Forgot about her. And it's most likely because I can't find her real account. There are so many fakes, right? Hey, Alexandra. Nice to see you. Alex. Nice to see you. Tima. I'll check her out too. Hi, I'm on TikTok too. I post my trades. Gold is bearish and so is crypto. Guys, again, thank you so much for being in here. I'm Chelsea. I'm the and follow me. Please follow me directly from the live. I do 2 lives a day on the weekdays, 9:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and 3:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do Cosmically Bullish Show with Cosmic Crypto. So please, we switch off on our accounts. Follow Cosmic Crypto. It's cosmic.crypto. I know he's not in here right now, but if you do want to follow him, please do follow him. And I hope to see you guys there this week. Thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you. I hope you have a great day. Let's see what Bitcoin can do today. Let's see if that inverse cat ears breaks out or if we're just going to roll over and come to that 90K. Let's see what happens. Have a great day, guys. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow at 9:15. See ya. Have a great weekend. Bye, guys.